My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hating. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. Yeah. I'm back home, and guess what the fuck strapped on me? Last chance in it, you can call me business. I'm all up in it, bro, strictly by my business. Protect my shit like a lamp hole Indian. If you ain't got this, man, I strongly recommend it. Neck on tennis, wrist on tennis. Black Jesus beats with black dreadlocks in it. I came here to win it. I need playing time. You can't stop me, just found me and send me to the line. It's young May Izzo, Hancock Dizzle, and I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. I gun at you niggas. This ain't time for play. I'm almost off parole, so I be smoking every day. Approaching with a K, smoking on a J. I go anywhere, I don't give a fuck where you stay, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. All black Chevy, yeah, that's me. A triple and a motherfucking double OG, nigga. You don't know me, you gotta be drinking. I'm known for cutting heads, don't leave a nigga sinking. I leave a nigga blinking, just for all that playing. You think the Hook Green will call me the Orange Man? Cause when I get at you, I really get at you. I'm like Vin Diesel, bro, I keep a vendetta. It's always about cheddar, it's never cause you let her. Cause I don't wanna anyway, see I can do better. See I can do stellar, she love the way I groove. She like the way I cut the sack and still make it move. I'm nothing like that dude, yeah I'm something special. I'm known for getting money so I ain't gotta address you. But not to disrespect you. If you touch my nephew, my niece or my daughter or my son, I'm coming at you, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. In the key shit, nigga. Nintendo Wii shit, nigga. The game on you niggas. Let it cane on you niggas. We'll bang on you niggas. Let it rain on you niggas. I'm ashamed of you niggas. And you know I know triggers. You know I know figures. Been in it since a youngin'. Wild out dungeon. Young Paul Bunyan. I came in running. Ain't going out gunning. I always had something, I don't owe you nothing, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga. My city gets money. My city gets paper. My city's no hater. If anything, motherfucker, innovation, nigga.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We'll be getting started in just a moment. Trying to get my screen up for y'all and giving people time in the other live to come through. Okay, I see Love Lights in the building. Young Red, steady grinding. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, Vertical, we're about to go. Y'all can hit that link to come in on the new stream. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will keep y'all on here, but I'm not. Come join the StreamYard if you want to get in on the conversation. Okay, guys. So back where we left off, we were listening to the audio of a lady, but the audio was kind of hard to hear. So I'm gonna play it again so we can understand like what the lady was saying. Hold up. She was talking about how she was being interrogated when she just went there to visit and hand out flyers. So I want to get a clear understanding of what she said.
He said, if you will, just follow me downstairs. Passing through, or somebody from the area that may, and that they can sit here and make fake IDs and stuff like that.
Matter of fact, hold up. We'll just go to Dolly Vision's page and listen. Hold up. Oh wow. Listen to this. Wait a minute. I like Dolly Vision. Shout out to Dolly Vision. Hold up. It's the one I want y'all to hear.
Hello, Dolly.
I'm calling again from Virginia, a little south west of you.
Okay.
I was just wanting to say the tree thing's got me puzzled. It does look like it may be older. I know how our trees look and how it looked this past weekend, but Canton is North Carolina is the highest point I think of.
Let me know y'all can hear it okay.
The past elevation, to my knowledge.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's why there's no leaves and stuff. And
well, I mean, like I said, my relatives were through there all weekend, and this is the thing. Like we were all talking, right now the only people up are the people who are just up there looking around. It would be smarter if you were going to do something to travel that way than to go to interstates because there's less people. So I never thought of it about that until
my camera.
my nephew was talking about it. He's a truck driver, so he thinks about that stuff. But I just think that it's all, and yes, you can buy Skechers almost anywhere. They have them usually at every rack room, buy one get one half off.
Duh.
Um,
You get Skechers from
they have
anywhere.
that shoe department. Oh yeah, I love them. That's all I wear anymore. So
I hear they're
and
comfortable.
very affordable.
I ain't never had a pair.
Yes, very comfortable. If you do a lot of walking, they're very comfortable. That's about the memory foam in them. Where I'm a first responder, that's when we're on our feet a lot, I have to have something very comfortable. So those my boots are made by Skechers.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a lot of things to take into account. But I was going to say I worked for 19 years in printing and as a graphic artist. That photo is much too clean. You're not going to make me believe that photo is not a real photo. The question is when
I can have a call number. I got one. I just
it is
don't know how
government
to
owned.
get to this.
When things happen there, it's a federal case. So I'm just wondering why we haven't heard of anything. I know I've ran many calls up there, and we found people.
Oh, I'm sure they're getting calls. Anytime something pops on the internet, they're gonna get blown up. There's thousands.
But I'm wondering why they haven't said anything at all. There's no information, no updates about anything whatsoever.
I wonder if
I just find that
PBI or anybody has contacted them about video footage.
they know about this by now.
Oh yeah, they know about this by now. They watch.
You know about it, and they've sent somebody to check
Anybody
it
know
out as
how
soon
to
as they heard
connect
about it.
They watch the internet
I can have a
too.
call
They have a whole cyber division. You heard
I all about it.
Division's watching all of it.
There's everything you do. There's code words that you can type in, and everything you're typing on Messenger,
and that's ran by
for instance, will come up.
In Virginia, it is because if anybody does anything to you on the internet, you can't report it to the regular police. You got to report it to the Virginia Cyber
Internet Crime Task Force.
Yeah, you got
it
to them, right? If
I had to run a call and pick a patient up in a building.
Yeah,
y'all heard
harassing you on the internet, you got to go to
the internet. What you supposed to do?
The regular.
We had to pick.
We need to hear
to them. Please.
Yeah.
All of it. Whole cyber division. You heard
all about it.
Division's watching all of it.
There's everything you do. There's code words that you can type in, and everything you're typing on Messenger,
and that's ran by
for instance, will come up.
Sorry, y'all. I had to leave out and come back in. No, I'm not vertical. I don't know what was going on, but I want y'all to hear what they said about if someone does something to you on the internet, what you need to do.
Where I'm a first responder, that's when we're on our feet a lot, I have to have something very comfortable. So my boots are made by Skechers.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a lot of things to take into account. But I was going to say I worked for 19 years in printing and as a graphic artist. That photo is much too clean. You're not going to make me believe that photo is not a real photo. The question is when it was taken and where it was taken, and also about the parkway. It is government owned. When things happen there, it's a federal case. So I'm just wondering why we haven't heard of anything. I know I've ran many calls up there, and we found people.
Oh, I'm sure they're getting calls. Anytime something pops on the internet, they're gonna get blown up. There's thousands.
But I'm wondering why they haven't said anything at all. There's no information, no updates about anything whatsoever.
I wonder if
I just find that
PBI or anybody has contacted them about video footage.
they know about this by now.
Oh yeah, they know about this by now. They watch.
You know about it, and they've sent somebody to check it out as soon as they heard about it.
They watch the internet too. They have a whole cyber division. You heard
all about it.
Division's watching all of it.
There's everything you do. There's code words that you can type in, and everything you're typing on Messenger,
and that's ran by
for instance, will come up.
In Virginia, it is because if anybody does anything to you on the internet, you can't report it to the regular police. You got to report it
to the Virginia
Right.
Cyber
Internet Crime Task Force.
Yeah, you
got it.
to them.
Internet
Right?
Yeah, I had to run a call and take a
in
patient up in a
Virginia.
building.
Yeah, if they're harassing you on the internet, you got to go to the state police, the regular.
We had to pick a patient up, and it was
Thank you
this
for that,
person
Dolly.
worked in this
Thank you.
shell-looking building. And I'm telling you, when I walked in, it was crazy. It was nothing but cubicles, rows and rows and rows as far as you could see of cubicles and people sitting at them with headsets on.
Yep,
and that's what they did.
Yep, it's the cyber division. And yeah, I know all about it.
Yep. And so you can trust and believe that they know about it, and that I'm just wondering why we haven't heard anything, unless it's that case where if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, the police want them talking. Let's be honest. The more they talk,
exactly.
the better it is for the police.
Right. And I'm with some people too. Is this an older photo that maybe was given out there to just give everybody something to talk about, to throw this in a different direction? So
it definitely
just a lot for us to think about.
Hey, all right. Look, hey, I appreciate you calling in. You be good.
Thank you. I'll give somebody else a chance to talk, and you guys be blessed.
All right, you said, and you hear.
I need to hear the one.
I'm Michelle from Indiana.
Hey, Michelle.
Okay, the first thing is the shoes. My son is autistic. And he has to wear a red coat like every winter. Yeah.
Put it nicely.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Chris Proudfoot.
You get what vibe? What vibe do you get from him?
The Stearns vibe.
Oh.
I live maybe 18 miles from where this picture was taken. So my mom and I just come back from there.
Oh, here you go.
I'm wondering if it ain't like a group thing, and they agreed to let Seth's sister, or whoever that woman is in that picture, take him. And it's done blowed up now.
We do.
And now every time he gets a chance, he's threatening Seth to tell him that he's got him,
We do know this. Chris does have friends in the police, because we've heard him say he helped get him that job.
Oh yeah.
So I think that man standing behind him kind of had hair like Terry Dirty Socks. I don't know.
Yeah.
But look, bro, hey, I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir.
All right, you be good.
Peace.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from this photo because the kid's looking down. He does have that little point in the front of his hair. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, this is Kimberly Young.
Hey, Kimberly.
I just tried to get in I had to dial you over 100 some pounds.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. And me and my daughter and my mom come up to Hendersonville, Tennessee back about 3 or 4 weeks ago to help look for Sebastian. We also talked to Chris Proudfoot while we were up there. And so now that we're back, I live maybe 18 miles from where this picture was taken. So my mom and I just come back from there.
Yeah.
We have pictures of everything, and I got interrogated. I got pulled into a actual conference room, and just letting you know that I got interrogated like you wouldn't believe up there.
By who?
By the people from the actual place at Grandfather Mountain.
Okay, they were interrogating you when you went there? About what?
Yeah,
I dropped the link, but
I put them out
I'm letting nobody up.
I spoke to Katie and Chris before I went there the last time or past time, and I told them that I would be glad to drive up there. The $25 admission fee to get in if you go up there where he was at, or if this picture is real, which I'm hoping it is. That's the reason why I went. And so when I went up there, I gave the guy at the booth that will we pay to get the admission, I gave him a flyer of Sebastian, because we have handed them all out in North Carolina. So when I went in, we went up to the actual location where the picture was taken. I stood on the same rock, took a picture of a selfie of myself of how he would be standing. The trees are bare up there because they had snow on up till March.
Yeah.
Our Caldwell County line runs into Watauga County. So
Is this really you, Lovelace? I need to know. Let me put my banner up in case it's not you. Let me put my overlay up in case this not you. Hey, Lovelace. Can you hear me? You're on mute. You're muted. Check your Bluetooth. Okay. Why you drop down? Why you drop down for? How I scare you? Lovelace, is that you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi,
I'm like,
God.
is that you? You know how these people be.
Honey, listen, I thought I saw something the other day where someone else had mentioned that they got some bombing going on. I'm like, well, y'all stop this
They
mess.
did, Lovelace. Oh my God, I was there.
Terrible.
I was there, and she was live, and the person showed their face, in the back to her, whatever. And when
Right.
she put them up on the screen, they showed a video of a person jacking off, and it was all over her screen. But she made the video private, and well, she deleted that one, put it private on her second channel, and then she started another stream.
And
So hopefully she won't clap. Yeah, people terrible.
That's awful. They don't have nothing else better to do. Real quick, shout out to the chat. I don't want to interrupt what you're going over right now. And thank you for finally dropping the link. Jeez, I mean,
you're welcome.
I just want to take just a quick second, just a quick second to say,
Okay.
right? You as a content creator, right? When y'all are talking to us in the chat, could y'all take a second and actually read the chat? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
I
thanks.
was reading it though. I
But
was. What's something that I didn't read that you wanted me to read?
you were behind on the comments. That's what I was trying to tell you in the chat.
I'm always behind. Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's not an excuse for a content creator.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Oh my gosh, Kim. Boo. Don't you come over here. You stay wherever you
Right.
Yeah, you stay. But this is one question I wanted to ask also, and about the case, right? Remember what, I don't know
Okay.
if you answered or not because I walked away. The grandmother bringing out her background information and those type of things, right? What relevance, not being smart, but just asking a question, right? Like what relevance does it have to the case? Did you answer that? If you did, I missed.
I did answer. It's okay. I was just basically saying right now is no relevance unless she has Sebastian. That was what I was saying. Because if she's a registered SO, she's probably not supposed to be around children. So that was my only thing. And the fact that she lives in North Carolina and this picture was in North Carolina and they're thinking that it's him. But other than that, her background don't have nothing to do with him, missing unless she, is involved. That's
Okay,
all. But no.
okay,
Right.
okay, got
I
you.
guess
Thank you.
I guess they probably just thought about it because nobody had no one knew that. And it's just like, okay, they was talking about how he was touched as a child by a 13-year-old. And then, just some other things. So then for that to be brought out, I guess they just shocked people probably like, what? Katie mom? That's they
Okay,
like to say it's just men when we clearly know men and women, both, do these things. And that's why I say, I support, my sons and my daughters. Like it's not just the girls and it's not just about the boys, it's about both.
right. Okay. I was just curious. because I was like, okay, in my opinion, it's somewhat of a distraction, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
okay, we're supposed to be focused on Sebastian and any leads, and so on and so forth, trying to get a connection to where he might be, or whatever the case is. And then to bring the grandmother's back history out, to me it just seems like a distraction, because now the majority of the conversation could be shifted to her and her background and things like that, instead of staying on any leads, or discussing the case any further, especially like with this lady that looks so close to the other lady. Like they could,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they could almost be twins, right? But she said, you said she claimed that's not her in the picture. Oh, no, excuse
Right.
me. That is her in the picture, but she's not with that young man that's in the picture. Is that right?
Right. Well, the person that came out, she was on a picture with Seth, which is Sebastian's dad, when they were searching. And that's not the same lady that we're seeing pictured right here with Sebastian.
Got
So
you.
the lady that was actually with his dad came out to say, I'm the lady that was in the photos with his dad, but that's not me in that photo with Sebastian. And his dad came out to say he knows the lady that was in the photo with him, that was helping him search, the Vanessa lady, but he thinks that this is Sebastian in this picture. However, he knows no one else in this picture. And he said that last night on T-Rev 757 page. He was in the chat and he
Okay.
commented in the chat that he believes it's Sebastian, but he doesn't know anyone else that was in the picture.
Wow, that's wild. I wonder
Right.
if they able to get any type of extra surveillance footage. You know how different restaurants and stores will have, cameras to monitor the property, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's inside or out. So I wonder if they're going to look into that and, possibly try to get that footage from that day and see if they can go over it to see if they can get a better picture, maybe of him walking around the restaurant, being seated, or whatever the case may
Right.
be. Yeah.
You saying like walking around the restaurant at the Sunday when he was at the Texas Roadhouse with his mom?
No, on this particular picture right here that you're
This
showing.
one. Okay. Yes. And his dad, to my understanding, Seth and TBI and all of them are in North Carolina now. Like
Good.
they're
Yeah.
on it. Like because they're thinking that this, it's possibly, maybe him. So they're definitely supposed to like be there. And that's what that other video I was showing. He was saying that Seth was in North Carolina. And
Okay.
because they believe that this is a strong lead. And then the lady that's about to speak now is a lady that was actually there before. And I think she said she only lives 18 minutes away or 18 miles. So she decided to go back and take a picture, of herself in the exact location where, where this picture was and all that. And then she was saying that people came out that I guess worked there and took her to a back room. That's what we're about to hear now, to question her on some things.
What? And she went?
Yeah. And that's what she was telling us. And that's why I was like, I want to start streaming y'all so I can hear, like really hear what she's saying versus me playing it through the other phone. And, if it's background noise and y'all didn't hear it right, I didn't hear it right, versus I can do it on stream y'all and I can mute my mic, if I need to, and we can hear like what's being said. But oh yeah, she definitely just said that.
Okay, got you covered. That's really strange. I would not have went back with nobody to answer nothing. Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So
It's,
that's what's
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm anxious to hear. No, I'm just saying I'm anxious to hear like what they asked her. Like I want
Got
to know, like, so that's the part that I'm trying, like, what did they ask? Like, what was the point? Because I mean,
right.
any person can hand out flyers. Like, I don't have to technically be on Self's list saying I'm handing out flyers for Sebastian to hand out flyers.
Right.
So, because she was explaining, I showed them that I signed up, to do this, help sell, blah, blah. I don't have to do that. If my 5-year-old come in and say, "Mama, I want to go pass out some flyers for Sebastian," I'm not getting Self's permission. I'm not getting no one's permission. I'm gonna go out and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Okay.
missing. Why do I
Right.
need to get permission?
Right. Okay, I'm listening.
But what you think? Do you think I should get permission?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm like, what are we getting permission for? To hand out flyers? Just like we getting permission to go get school records or something.
Now, what did I miss? Who said people need permission to do things according to the case? Who said that?
I was just saying the lady, when she was explaining to, I guess, whoever took her to the back or whatever to talk, she was letting them know that she signed up, here to be a volunteer, and she signed up here to, that she was going to be helping self in the searches and passing out flyers and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Okay.
Because I think she said that they had been there before, or she had been there just handing out flyers before.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what she's saying. Hold up. Hey, Young Reyes, is this you?
Hey, what up?
You have any input before we continue the video?
I think so. Just kind of agreeing with you on basically how it is. Though he's missing who would ask someone else permission to do that? Though that's kind of strange, you know.
Right. Like, I'm not asking permission. It's a whole missing child, and I wouldn't want nobody to be coming trying to ask my permission to pass out flyers for my child if my child was missing. Go do what you can do to help me find my baby. Like,
Right.
Yeah, and also of him as well, though. It's like, I mean, like to me, that's kind of strange. Also, I kind of told when I kind of said that that's kind of out of character for him, though, because with him, like, basically, like with him, his mind creates more faster thoughts than he can process. That's the same with me, though. So with me, this is what happens to me. So sometimes in my mind, though, I got too much thoughts, though, too much thoughts. It's so fast that I can't even process it. So sometimes, though, like when it's high pressure situations, I have to shut down, or basically, my heart starts to beat as quick as possible, though. And he also said something about his brain, though, right?
right. He has 6C27. He's missing one of the chromosomes, and he has water on his brain. So that's why they talk about him like being hit in the head, where it could, cause damage, if not permanent, damage.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what this lady say, how they interrogated her at this park.
So if they get snow up there, our schools are out. So that's how close I am. And
you think this is somebody that may have been passing through, or somebody from the area that may have just went there to visit?
Well, you look at it. I looked at it from this, because technically, to enroll people in schools in this area, you have to have a birth certificate, their immunization chart, different things that they would have had to have. If this kid is 10, they would have had to have, if he's in school, they would have had to have all that information, unless, everybody's at home on their hands, that they can sit here and make fake IDs and stuff like that. They could have done that. I think that it was a spur of the moment, but I really do believe this is him. Now, Chris and Katie.
Yeah, but how would you get his school records? They ain't gonna let you enroll in school without school records.
That's what I'm saying. So he couldn't be in school here if it's in.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I was looking at. But like I said, I have been tempted just to put that picture of the lady on there and see if anybody in this area knows her.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't yet. So
okay, so when you got there and you gave out the flyers, so what did they say to you?
I went on up to the resource center where he was at, because right there is where all the animals, and it tells you everything that you can do. There's a mile-high swinging bridge there that you can cross. And but when you are at that center, I went in and I asked the lady. I just bluntly asked her, because I'll investigate you better than the FBI will. I don't care. But I asked her, I said, were you working April 27th? And she said, no, I don't think so. She said, what's this in regards to? I said, the Sebastian Rogers case. I said, the little boy that was supposedly seen out here resembled him very much. I showed him the pictures, and she immediately got on the radio and called for somebody to come up there.
Uh-huh.
This guy coming, and he told me, he said, if you will, just follow me down to the office. He said, we can talk discreetly down there. I said, why can't we talk here? He said, because I'm not allowed to. So when I got there, there were 2 other people waiting on me.
Uh-huh.
So then we went down there.
Wait, you know that bit though, right? I was gonna say, take a pause that for a sec. I got something to say though.
Paper that I signed up on Seth's list to help.
What you saying,
What can I
Rez?
say? No, when you said that, oh, I can't, you know, when you're saying something about, you know, can't really speak there, you know, where they say they can't talk there, though. When I heard that bit, though, right, I was like, what you got to hide?
Right. What you mean you can't talk here? Because first of all, I don't know you, and you could be a kidnapper. You could have on clothes like you work here and really don't, and get me down here to this room, and then I'm missing. So you right about that.
Yeah.
Sir can hand out water. I showed him that. I showed him pictures that everybody is posting where, and he said, okay. I said, can you tell me if anybody's like law enforcement or anybody like that's been involved? He said, I can't tell you that. He would not give me no information, but he was full of questions. And a lady was sitting beside of me.
Wait, also the full questions thing, though. Oh my God, like what kind of questions? Wait, you know, also full of questions thing. Also, basically, why are you asking me so many questions when you're not giving me much of a chance to explain anything, or you're not telling me anything that I can help you with? That's kind of strange, though, when they're asking so much questions all at once.
And I'm just here to bring word and see, because you never know if this child, if he's going to end up back up there.
Yeah, that he may pop back up. I'm wondering if police have went and got the videos from that day. I bet you they have.
I think they have, but
that's why they probably couldn't talk about it.
Underneath the awning where he was standing, if it was daylight, there's no lights, and it is sheltered, so it was very cool under there. So it was dark under there, so it would make your hair look darker. And then again, if it's somebody that was abducted, they could have already dyed his hair, maybe tried to, get it darker or something like that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Katie and Chris told me, Chris said that he didn't think that it was him. Katie told me on the phone that she thinks it is him.
Katie did?
Yes.
Okay.
She said that she could not tell by the shirt, but they told me that on Sebastian, his breastbone sticks out in the middle, right in the chest area. So nobody would have been able to see this unless they were up close to him to tell if that was.
I didn't even know that he had a
I didn't. So they told me.
Okay.
And see, when I first woke up and seen that picture, the first thing I did was, because I've contacted them, I've talked to them, I've done everything I know, to talk to them. And I've tried, I don't know how to get in touch with Seth. I do not know. But if I could, I would talk to him too, but I can't. I don't know how to get in touch with him. So there's no social media, but I actually had messaged Chris on social media. Now, she will not talk unless Chris is right beside of her.
That's weird. That's suspect to me in itself.
I've wanted her. I've messaged her. I've begged him to tell her, say, hey, I'll talk to you. I even told her personally on the phone that day, I will talk to you. If you want to stay up all night and talk, we will stay up all night and talk if you'll just talk to me.
Yeah, she ain't saying much. Really? Everybody's been trying to get her on the phone, and I mean, she has a spokesperson, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like I said, they interrogated me in an investigation room. Why are you up here searching? He said, and this will be turned over to the authorities. I said, turn it over. I said, I have nothing to hide. I don't care. I said, I'm just up here for a reason.
Well, they must be treating it as a serious sighting then.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like. I feel like that they believe that it is him.
Okay.
That's what I part. So if you go up there and you ask any questions, you're going to get pulled to the office. You're in the bad boy chair.
Wow. So you go up there asking questions, you're going to get pulled into the office. Honey, I'm not in school. You are not the principal. Can't pull me into nowhere. Like, what? Who pull me into somewhere. I pay my admission to come in here to see whatever these sites that y'all have. And if I happen to ask them questions about a missing child, what they don't have nothing to do with y'all. And I'm not going into no offices, and she shouldn't have went, but at least she is here to tell us the story, like, you know, that it happened to her. Because for all we know, this could have happened to other people, and, you know, we just don't know because no one else has come out to say, oh, they pulled me in the office because I had some Sebastian flyers, or, you know, we don't know. So good thing that, you know, she is pointing this out, like they're calling people in the office like we're in school, you know, getting the report.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to add, Lovelace? Okay.
Get pulled in the office.
And what did you say your first name was? Was it Tanya?
Kim.
Okay, I was way off.
I was also gonna say
It was Young though. Your last name was it Kim Young? Okay, I remember. I knew I had half of it. I'm usually pretty good at remembering people's names once they tell me.
For her anyway, though the person, I can't remember her name, whatever, Chris being the spokesperson and now actually knows that they got something to hide, because when he's being confronted or they interview him and stuff, he's kind of lying, or basically, you can take a look at his face also, his face gives everything away. Even though even if you can't tell he's lying by what he says, you can tell his face tells a different story, Your face can tell you if you're lying or not, right?
It could tell different, the looks and things like that you give, if you might not be telling the truth. I wanted to answer you, Mom Boss. I'm over here multitasking since I'm working from home, so my apologies, I didn't get on here quick enough to answer you. But no, I didn't have anything to add. I just wanted to hear what happened with the lady, and see what your input, y'all's input was on it.
Okay. Just want to make sure you didn't have nothing to add. But I get you a multitasking, boo.
I appreciate you. Thank you, dear.
All right, Kim, you be good.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace. Okay, so she said she went up there. She talked to him. Just to recap, you guys, just in case you're tuning in, she was giving out flyers. She paid the $25 to get in. They pulled her to the office, asked her a bunch of questions. To me, it sounds like they're taking it serious. If the park already knew, that means somebody has contacted the park. Okay. And with thousands of people watching, 40,000 in this group, 10,000 in that group, 1,000 watching around the world live, you can believe they know. Okay. You can believe that park knows, and they're probably getting over it about this point with phones blowing up and things like that. People asking questions. Maybe they even been contacted by the authorities. By this point, you can believe that the place itself has pulled the video from that day. So they'll have video footage of him coming through the gate, the parking lots, walking up to the building. So there's definitely, this is just a picture, but if this picture is him, I'm sure they're going to pull the video. And then once TBI gets to review it, they'll have the family, because they'll come in, and Seth and Katie are the ones that got to verify it. It's their kid. And sometimes, like I said, it's hard to do that by a picture, especially when he has his head down. I mean, he could lift his head and it look like a totally different kid, as he's a little bit in the shadows. We got it blown up as pretty much as big as we could get it without his face blurring. He has the same body structure. Dolly.
And that's what I'm saying. I still don't understand why the person that took the picture didn't say Sebastian, to get the person, even if it wasn't him. People sometimes hearing other people's names called lift their head up to be nosy. I'm saying, so we could have got a better facial picture of him. Like, I would have been yelling his name. Like I said, I would have been saying Sebastian. I would have been live on one phone, calling TBI 911 on the other phone, asking my audience, is this Sebastian? Yeah, come on, let's follow them to the car. Until we knew for sure it wasn't him. And I'm just also shocked that by now, if this happened over the weekend, here we are on Thursday. If this is not Sebastian, why the parent of whoever child this is that was at this place the weekend hasn't come forward and saying, "Oh, that's my son Billy, that's my son Bob," So then we can be like, "Oh, well, that wasn't Sebastian. This is this son, and here's a picture with his head up for us to see. Oh, it is definitely her son." That has not happened, and that's why it's definitely making me think it's him. Now the question is, how did he get there? Was he kidnapped? Did his parents do this? Meaning the mom and stepdad? Did his daddy do this? Like, did a stranger do? Like, who did this? If this is him, like, how did he get to North Carolina? Because, like they said, he can't be registered in nobody's school. You need shot records, school records, birth certificate, social security card, like, proof of residence, all that. So
yeah, that makes sense though. And also with Sebastian, since Sebastian is autistic as well, it's more easier to manipulate or easier to persuade someone with that type of thing. I mean, though, with me, I'm a little bit like depending on how it goes with me. I'm saying for other people, that who are not with him, I'm guessing it's more easy to persuade him though. Someone who's on that type of spectrum can be persuaded easily, though. They
right,
can.
and I do get that. And some people try to use that, to their advantage and get over on you and and maybe try to get you to agree to things that if you had like maybe more time to think about it, maybe would have made a better decision, instead of
Yeah, but
like
also
it
the
is.
thing as well with him, I agree, but there's one more thing as well I could also say with him as well in his case, since he was probably in a high pressure situation and with his mind, too much thoughts is going in there. It's called sensory overload. Since he had sensory overload, basically he could not process or basically find a way to deal with conflict in a way. Since it was so high pressure, the conflict was harder for him to make a decision in what to do. Should he run? Should he basically do what you should do? Since he was in that type of position, his mind pretty much got shut down. So basically, he shut down for a moment because too much goes in there, and with him it's hard. So yeah, I get that though.
Got you. Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if he, because things just happen quickly and, things going on, his heart beating fast and, he's not, like, so yeah, I get that. You can be put in an awkward situation that you weren't trying to be in, but because of the way that your brain works and it can happen. I think it can happen with regular, with anyone. People sometimes think, speak before they think, they just blurt stuff out instead of thinking on it first. Yeah, regular people do that, but I definitely get what you mean with the autistic and the
Yeah,
high
yeah, it's hard functioning. I know from experience with me, so certain situations as well with me when it comes to conflict, it's hard though, because depending on how much pressure a person puts on you will instantly make me shut down. Because it's too much thoughts going in my head. And sometimes though, with conflict, it's kind of, what should I do? So I get that though, how hard it can be. So yeah, from my type of experience though, it's kind of like how much pressure they put on you. That could be anyone, right? But someone on that can, depending on how much pressure they put on that person, it makes it harder for them to find a way to get out of a conflict.
Gotcha. And speaking of that, so can you give me an example of you being in a high pressure situation that you won't care to speak on, and how like maybe you acted before you thought, and then you maybe had time to think on it later, and that's how you realized that you were put in that type of situation?
Wait, actually, give me the specific example. So with me, with an autistic person, you have to give them specifics to basically get them to understand the question. So for me, though, depending if it's like, if the person is up and close to me, or pretty much like, let me think as well. I don't know, probably like a lot of crowded places though. With me, sometimes though, with crowds, though, I don't do too good though, depending on how it is though. Like if it's too much people though, then it makes it difficult. But you gotta be a little bit more specific so I can understand, because I don't fully understand.
Okay, let me try to. I'm trying to word it right, I guess. Because like like how you were saying Sebastian made was in a high pressure situation and and got overloaded or whatever. So I just was wanting if you to give me an example of you being
Oh
in that
yeah,
type of
if there's
situation.
an unfamiliar situation. So let's say there's someone basically, let's say basically in general, when someone comes up to you and they question you, no, they give you too much questions, or basically they come up to you and basically, how, when you want to confront someone and stuff like that, that's how I could shut down though in a way, because so with me, so like basically a person's tone of voice can also make me feel like that. So it just depends on how it is though. So if they, like the way their tone of voice is and everything like that, their tone of voice could also dictate to me though that this is I can't handle this.
Okay. So when you're in that situation, do you tell that person I can't handle this, or do you just disappear, or do you fall back, or do you um um like what is your response to get out of it? I guess that's what I'm
I
asking, I
think
guess.
with me though, I slowly back away, or basically I just tell them, look, I don't think I'm able to answer this question. Or basically sometimes I just be upfront with them and be real with them. No, look, I'm not able to handle, this, and you're not making it any easier for me to basically do it the way you want me to do it like that. So that's just how I remember also doing it. But then also like with me, I just slowly back away. If it's in real life, yeah, I think so. Or
Okay. So my
basically, sometimes though, basically, I think I could also shut down as well. So that's just how it is, though. That's all I can remember, though. There's many examples, though, but I cannot remember too much.
got you. Okay. So before we continue with the video, and since we're talking about Sebastian, an autistic child, and you grew up autistic, and you have highly functioning, have I myself ever put you in a high pressure situation?
Mm, Probably. No, I don't think so. No, not really, though. I mean,
Okay.
like, not really. I don't think you have, though. I mean, to be honest, though, look, if you have, I would have I would let you know, like, basically, did you do something? And I'd say, no, you did not do anything. So if I have to back away from, let's say basically in general, right? If I have to, like, fall back from you and stuff like that, it's not because it's personal. It's because, in general, sometimes, though, I feel like, look, this is for me, like I'm doing it for myself. Like I'm saving myself. Because when you actually care for someone so much, you don't want to get yourself in trouble for that person, Trying to protect
Uh-huh.
yourself. So I wouldn't say you've kind of done that to me. No, I wouldn't say that. Oh no, you don't.
Okay.
You've never done that.
Got you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to, make because sometimes people may not know, that they, put people in those types of, instances. And I just want to make sure that I, hadn't done that.
Okay, no problem. And sometimes though it can be difficult, but then like for me, like, you just probably, yeah, I get you on that though. It's kind of difficult, but I get you on that because yeah, I understand though. No problem.
I'm glad.
I appreciate the both of you sharing that dialogue, because I was, like I said, I'm just sitting back listening and multitasking. And I think both of you bring important things to the table as far as getting a better understanding, with respect with someone with autism that may not be able to process things like somebody that does not have it, right? So super good questions, Mom Boss, and great answers, young Riaz. I've got a question about right and wrong. In high pressured situations for someone that may be autistic, high pressure, does it dissolve the thought process of the simple things of right and wrong?
Actually, though, when you bring it to me like that, yeah, you're right, actually. Because look, when it's high pressure situations, though, and in that situation, the sense of right and wrong is still there somewhere. It's just that basically the mind is so occupied, full of like the sensory overload. They have like too much overload in their mind. They have too much thoughts. They create so much thoughts in their mind. What should I do? Is this right? Is this wrong? And stuff like that. Too much is going in their mind that the sense of what is, like the sense, their feeling of, like it kind of disrupts or kind of blocks. It gives them like a little bit of a mental blockage of, what is kind of right and what is kind of wrong. So basically, the right and wrong kind of action, though, like the thought is there, but basically, action is kind of blocked a bit because, they're pressured so much that they kind of in a shutdown. So like they're normal, they're functioning, but at the same time, they're in a shutdown. So they're like they don't know what to do.
Mm. And thank you for answering that, young Riaz. I asked that question also in reference to Sebastian, right? Like when this thing first started, I do believe it was said that the dogs had got his scent like next to the house, and then also out by the lake or
The,
riverbank, whatever,
the pond. You're
the
right. Hmm.
the pond. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Yeah, the
The
pond.
dog jumped in the pond, which would make me believe he's in the pond or he was in there.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
And then and bringing that up about like the high pressure situation in reference to Sebastian, right? I wonder if, just if, um, he could possibly be aware of all the attention that his disappearance is getting, and maybe, just throwing straws out there, right? Maybe he might be, scared, or like young Ria said, just the extra thought process of everything that's going on, and not knowing, okay, I wanted, maybe he wanted to leave the house for just a second, but then I don't know, maybe didn't know how to come back without, getting in trouble, or having to answer for, the time is gone. And like, remember what I shared with you, Mom Boss, a while back? Someone had reported that he was found under someone's car at
On a
one.
neighbor's car.
Right. And I was thinking about that when they were talking about the stepdad had to go back to work. And, what if, just a what if he was in the trailer or camper or whatever they were driving, and then, got out, I don't know, along the way, or or something like that. All of those things kind of went through my head. But when I was hearing
Oh,
young,
yeah, that makes sense though. And also with that
That
as
made
well, though, to add to this as well, when it's kind of high pressure situation, what also happens to an autistic person is they lose focus on their surroundings though. So it's basically spatial awareness and surroundings and everything. With me, sometimes I struggle with that. So it just depends on that. So, they can lose focus on, what's going on around them, and sometimes it makes them easy to get lost. I've got lost like nearly a few times though, but I was lucky enough to be found by, I was lucky enough to be found by my family, lucky to find me anyway, and that's why I'm back here anyway.
Mhm.
I've almost got lost few times.
What do you do, just you personally, young Riaz? What do you do to calm yourself in a high pressured situation, so a better decision so the best decision can be made? I think that's interesting.
Mm. Well, I probably 1 second.
You breaking up. I couldn't hear you, dear. I don't.
Sorry, I had to. Okay, 1 second.
Okay. So, Mom Boss, that's what I was asking, right? Just trying to figure out.
Okay, I got you now. So I just had to talk to someone though. That's why I muted though. But to answer your question, what I do is probably first is breathe. So for me, if I'm in that type of situation, I can't. I just breathe and I just do breathing mostly to calm myself. And if it's too much though, if I'm in a crowded place though, I'll probably with someone. I just probably put earphones in and basically, I know you shouldn't do that though. But if you don't play anything in your earphones though, you can make them as hearing aids. So I can hear and stuff like that. So they can be your hearing aids as well. So I just, play music and stuff like that. Depending on what the situation is, I just find a way and stuff. Or if I'm in that type of situation and if someone noticed that, they'll just approach me and I just try and talk to them. So they'll try and talk to me and stuff like that. I find a way.
Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mom Boss, for letting me take that time to ask those questions. I think it's kind of important because we have young Riaz here, so that way he can really give us a little more insight and a little more detail, with respect, someone with autism as well.
Right. And I'm glad I was able, to connect, with him even before I learned that he, was autistic.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. And yeah, I get you on that though.
Do you?
Yeah. Sorry, what is that?
I was saying, do you? Because sometimes I don't get Mom Boss, but you say you get her.
Yeah, sometimes I do. I do.
Yeah, I'm just picking. Okay, I was just.
No, I know.
Mom Boss, you still there? Ah, shucks, I get to take over the panel. What's up, the good people in the chat? Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Welcome to Mom Boss Mayo side of the tracks. She is going over the case of the missing young man, Sebastian. Mom Boss Mayo and other content creators near and far are taking the extra mile, right, to help find the young man and to bring him back home safely, to his parents and the people that love him. So shout out to Mom Boss Mayo and all the other content creators that are out there putting in the work to help to find this young man and any other person that might be missing. I think that you all are doing an absolutely fantastic job adding this onto your plate with the world like it is. And it just goes to show that Mom Boss Mayo and some other content creators that are putting in the work really do care not only about their community, but they don't mind going outside of their community to try to help where they can. So shout out to them.
Mhm. Yeah, and also I think as well with Sebastian as well, that was kind of hard with him as well because also like when he actually disappoints someone else, when he in his mind as well, like if he do something wrong, yes, it's kind of normal, but at the same time though, knowing that you've disappointed someone that you cared about, kind of makes him feel worse than he is because he has a thing called hypersensitivity. It's not just hypersensitivity, it's not just hypersensitive touch, it's hypersensitive emotions.
Got you. Got you. I understand. And thank y'all. That was my Jehovah's Witness home girls. She gonna come a little early at 11:30 for our Bible lesson. So
Okay.
that's what. Mm-hmm. But we don't have that much more of this anyway. We just gonna hear what this next caller say. I was gonna show y'all the black pants that was found and what they were speaking of as far as the pictures with looking like Katie's mom. And that's why she was put into it. But I get what you meant about her background. If she don't have him, then that has nothing to do with it.
Okay, yeah, and also there's one more thing that I was probably thinking as well.
Today, I love you.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, wait, but I was gonna say as well. The one thing I was thinking about is probably in his mind is that if he ends up being found as well, he's not just worried about what people will think about, when he's gone. We'll probably be happy and he back. And in his mind, no, in the type of household he grew up in and everything like that, right? He probably afraid though, how, his own mom is gonna think of him, like when he comes and he ends up being found, right? And when both, when the parents find him, and when the parents find him, he's afraid what they will do to him, because since he's, you say he's from like a military family and how strict they are and everything, and I've heard about him getting hit with the bell and everything like that. So he's probably got like, some kind of trauma and stuff like that. So he's probably thinking like, wow, man, if I end up coming back, what are they gonna do to me? He's not really just thinking about what other people are thinking. He's afraid what the consequences will be, to him. That's what he thinks, though. But there won't be any, though. To him, he's afraid. He's probably thinking, since he's abused and stuff like that, he's just probably thinking in his head that there'll be consequences for doing what he did. Not doing what he did, but what happened to him. That's what he's afraid of.
Gotcha. Okay, Majestic Peacock Vibes. JLR knows all about it and is welcome to search for him and pass flyers. Everyone should be putting flyers. Terry has been out there every single day searching for him. Right. Shout out to JLR. Yep. Shout out to, I may not name them all, so don't charge it to my heart if I don't name them all. I'm just naming some that I do know. JLR, actually, not JRL, but JLR. CJ Crime and Concepts. I've actually been out with him. I've been out with JLR. Shout out to Dolly Vision, whose video we're reviewing right now. Shout out to the Silky Sweet Tea, Sweet Southern Tea. That's her name. Shout out to Rosie in UK. She be up at 2, 3 in the morning helping CJ, on his channel, because it's the time difference. And so I just admire, their connection or whatever. And Clue Minati, all the ones that's out there looking. Charlie, and Charlie is not even a YouTuber per se. He's just someone's grandfather that this case, just captured people's hearts. And my 5-year-old passes out flyers. Right, I was passing out flyers. I was out there searching. I wasn't doing it every day because unfortunately I'm car issues or whatever. So we have one, so I have to do what I can do. But then when I was being watched and followed, I had to fall back anyway, because my children were worried about me. My family was worried about me. So if I can't meet up with any other people that are out there searching, where I'm not out there alone and, feel protected, then I won't be out there alone doing it again, because I actually was watched. I have the footage. And I was followed for several miles by a white van, and it was kind of scary, you know. You said this is a horrible, not. I'm thinking the same thing, because Katie and Chris both were in the military. I think that's where they met. I think she was messing with him before her and Seth got divorced. Yeah, and if how he was with, he said he wasn't taking care of was it the fish? Is that what he had and he got rid of? So it's like, I'm only imagining, like, if that bed not took tight like how it was in the military for Chris, like, okay, everything not put where Chris wanted to be, not where Sebastian felt comfortable putting his stuff in his own room. No, not all over the floor, but I'm saying, I'm sure autistic children have like a system, like he may wanted something over here in this area, whereas Chris like, no, you better put it here, or it's going to be put in the trash. So I can only imagine what he was going through. I was with Tara on her live stream searching when the pants were found and authorities were called. She stood in water 2 hours waiting for them. See, that's what I'm talking about. Where is Terry's live at? Can we go see that? Where is it at, Majestic? Tell me what it said while we finish out this video. I have my Bible lesson at 11:30, you know, because salvation, you know, Jehovah God, you know, that's my savior. I'm trying to save us all. You can save yourself.
Okay. All right, that was it. All right. I opened the phone lines for that.
God knows how many places that they've been sent to with tips.
They probably spent millions of dollars in this search alone already.
And that's what I'm saying. Do they have, are they smart enough to know that this is what's going to happen? If this is all some big hoax, if this is all some big way to hide him, somebody's going to have to pay them for this.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking I just don't see them as hoaxers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe they have sent them off somewhere. She did to like I don't know. Some people are saying like a boarding school or something for people with autism or some kind of.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't that school be aware of that?
Yeah, I think. I mean, feds and Secret Service got involved. They would have knew if he was in some type of.
Yeah,
facility.
Exactly.
So
I just don't see her sending him off to somewhere where they don't have, like, I don't want to say eyes on him, but know exactly where he's at, who he's talking to, what he's telling them. You know, it's kind of like Chris monitors everything Katie says.
Yeah, and Shelby asked does Sebastian have any identifying marks like scars, freckles, or birthmarks? We did just learn that his chest pokes out a little bit in the front. But far as marks and scars, I mean, I don't know. Not that I know of.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody say.
Well,
I haven't heard anybody say anything about scars or birthmarks or.
Yeah, I would think everybody has a birthmark. There was some type of freckle or hole or something on them that, you know, is in a random place.
Right. I don't know. This is just too weird for me. I can't even get my head wrapped around what could possibly be going on here. There's so many, you know, different directions you could go. It's just, I have a feeling when we do finally find out, if we ever do find out, we're just, our mind is going to be blown.
I hope he's okay. And
I do too.
This is something crazy.
Majestic, is it a YouTube page or is it a TikTok page or Facebook page? Because I have been searching for it and I couldn't find it. So can you tell me? Good morning, Brian Dad Gal. Good morning, gorgeous mom boss. Thank you for all you do and God bless you. Thank you and God bless you as well. Yes, please let me know. YouTube, okay.
You know, I still think foul play. I think this picture is some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Kid that looks like him, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a million kids that look like this kid. And I still think let's keep the focus on our suspects.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
sorry, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I think there's foul play involved. There has to be. Nobody can just vanish off the face of the earth for 60 days. Nobody. He has to eat.
Mm-hmm.
He has to, you know, somebody would see him by now unless he's vanished by Chris and Katie.
Yeah, or somebody that was out there waiting on him. You know, he didn't have internet access. There's still that possibility that Katie and Chris are innocent. It's just Chris is such an asshole and Katie's so
oh my gosh,
makes it hard.
He's days past an asshole.
All right, well look, we're out of time. I appreciate you calling in.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
I have it, Majestic. Right here. I'm assuming it's the one from last night that was 2 hours long. Shout out to Terry Lynn. I need to meet up with her then. I didn't even know she was local. Well, they said she wasn't in Hendersonville though. Do you know the timestamp?
Oh.
All right. Well, I'll let them know that I had to start another stream. I'm waiting for an officer to come down and take pictures.
Also, this is the one where she already found it. So I need to go back to the other one. Hold up. Hold up. Hey, she already found it on this one. So let me go back. Or should I start this one? Let me know, Majestic. Should I go ahead and show this one, or should I go back to, I guess she has a previous stream? Wait a minute.
Sorry about that. The officer to come here and hopefully y'all can hear me. Come take.
Hold up. Let me fast forward through. Y'all, she is in water.
What's she doing in there?
Anything because
wow.
This is where the pants are.
Because they match the pants.
I missed
should I, Majestic? Should I go back to the okay? She
right
hold
there
up,
because that bullshit.
This is the video where she says she started a new stream and she waiting on the police to come to take photos. Should I start on this one or should I go to the video before this one? Or is this where I'm finna see the officer say he don't want to get dirty and crease his pants, so he didn't go get the pants? He called his supervisor, which happens to be a female, and she came right out, got in the water, and gathered that evidence. Is that correct? That's what I heard.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow. So.
Oh, wow. That's
so
wait,
that's
there's
why I
not
said, so
the
they expect us
person
to believe
getting their
that they out here really
supervisor to do that though. Wait, what I was gonna say, the person getting the supervisor to do that, that's kind of suspect to me, man. That's kind of sus, man.
Yeah, but he
That's
said he
very
didn't.
weird,
Yeah, he
though.
said he didn't want to get dirty. He was ticks or whatever, and yeah, called the supervisor. Let's see, Terry and Sebastian's Angel, of course. This is only you can watch the first video. Yeah, it must be private because I knew I didn't see it. I didn't see a preview. The video before this one is day 64, which wouldn't be the same day. Let me
so
see.
Mom Boss, at this point, are you
what you say? Look,
at this point, are you finished talking about Sebastian and moved on to something else? I missed something.
No, this is still Sebastian. This is a YouTuber by the name of Terry Lynn. She's actually a local, and she was out searching for him, searching last night. She didn't disclose her location, and she located some black pants with white stripes going down the side, and those are the pants that they described that Sebastian had on.
So let me
so she's out there now waiting.
Okay. Wait,
so let me.
Oh, wow. That's wow. Sorry, I think I'm gonna hop down now. I think I've said enough, to be honest. Though I've got nothing else to add, to be honest.
Okay.
All right, thanks for having me up, though.
You're welcome.
So, Mom Boss, let me ask you this, right? So she just happened to. So she just happened to be near the water at night, walking around, and saw the pants.
No, she's been out searching. As you see, it says day 65. She's been out searching for 65 days. So every day we can go to her channel. She's been out searching different areas. She's not even here in Henderson. She's not in Hendersonville. She didn't disclose where she was, but they've taken this was last night. So they've taken the pants for evidence. It matched the description. all that.
Okay.
So I don't, yeah, I don't, yeah. So I
Okay.
don't know where exactly she is. I don't know if anyone knows where the police know because they came out to gather the evidence.
Right.
But I
Right.
don't know where she is exactly.
No. Okay. Yeah.
They
No.
said it was daylight when she found them. Okay, so it was daylight when she found them on another video, but she made it private, and we understand why it's private because it could be evidence. And then so I guess it started getting dark. Because she came on, she said, I had to make a new stream. I had to start a new stream. She was like, I'm waiting on the police to come out to take photos or whatever. So this was the video that they were talking about on Facebook when I was reading, and they said that Terry Lynn found pants. She called the police to come out. The officer didn't want to get dirty or crease his pants. He actually told her to go in and get them, and she like, it could be evidence. I'm not touching it. You know, like he called his supervisor, and his supervisor was a woman. She came out and got the evidence.
Okay. Thank you for that. I
This
just
person said, okay, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say thank you for that. I had missed a few things, so I just wanted to make sure I was up on what we were looking at. Thank you.
Oh wow. Wait a minute. You said a different country or different county, Majestic? And you said you was there for the stream transfer. Like I know you said you were watching a live, but you said different country. You're saying it wasn't in the United States? Or wait a minute. You're right. Different county. Okay, yeah. Right. Because Hendersonville is Sumner County. I don't live in Hendersonville. I live 20 minutes away. I live in a different county. Okay, you meant county. Okay, I'm glad we confirmed that because I'm like, wow. Okay, different county. Okay. Whew, but yeah. So I don't know. So now it's like, well, wait a minute, because what kind of pants do he got on in that picture then? Were they black? With the stripe? Don't got no stripe on them. I don't know. People saying they think, I don't know. But let me see. I want to just see the officer get there and read the pants.
They're black. And they have a white striping here. You can see the tag. Hold on. Further down.
Wait a minute. What's this one?
I ain't got nothing to lie about. I have not found Sebastian. That's disgusting. Don't say that. Who said that? See, that's why rumors get started. I've not found a child. I said I wasn't touching anything because this could be evidence.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I'm not shutting down until the supervisor gets here. Hi, Danny.
So where did
And I
did the
can't slow
other
this down.
officer
I can't do anything.
already come out and say he wasn't touching nothing? Wait a minute.
2 days. No, it hasn't. No, man, I was out last night. But no rain. Pisses me off. You know, yes. That's what. Yes. I ain't got nothing to lie about.
I'm just gonna go on and fast forward it to the supervisor.
I have not. You're gonna have to go. You might want to go through there because I would. I cannot touch. Yeah, and I'm about to close Facebook. I'm closing all of it because I can't get anything. Do you need mine to help you? The shallower part. I'm glad you get there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you'll get wet.
Right.
I mean, that's hey, you're doing what I did. I got my water boots on and I did the same thing. I see. It takes women to do this. Okay, they're going to be right down here.
Yep, I remember the pain.
Okay, if you'll have to walk around. Yeah, I'll walk with you. Hold on. Yeah. You'll see them. You won't miss them. You're going to have to go around. Hold on. You're going to have to go. You might want to go through there because yeah. Yeah, they're going to be on the other side, but they're not going to be in the water.
But the whole man couldn't get them.
I'll go around there. You're going to have to go around here. You won't miss them. I mean, I didn't miss them because I was like, whoa, and I stopped. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all said her chat was freezing. That's not me, y'all. That's her chat. I mean, that's her.
I want to go that way. I want to go this way.
Live freezing.
Do you see? You go toward. Let me show you. Go toward down there. Go that way, and they're yeah, they're not in the creek. I want to tell you, they're not in the creek. Yeah, they're not in the creek. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, you're fine.
I thought they said she waited in water for 2 hours. What you mean? She just told her they're not in the creek. So what water were they in? This crazy, the live searching, but I mean, she is in the middle of nowhere.
If I do, nah, I'll be fine, honey. I've been on this. Let's see. I hope I didn't go that far by. Yes, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me look. You'll see. Hold on. Because they're not in water. They're not in water at all.
You know what county this was in, Majestic?
No, they're not over there. No. Hold on. It might be a little bit further. It might be further around. They're black. And they have a white striping. Yeah, you can see the tag. Hold on. Further down. I thought they were further down. Yeah, they're further down. Because they're not in the water. Oh, no.
So they not in the water while the male officer act like he can get them.
I think they're right.
Now.
I think you're right in that vicinity. You're right in the vicinity of them.
Okay, Majestic. Got you.
The path. Let me see if you can even see it at this point. You might not be able to see it. There's the rock.
Can we I'll show you how you turn your brightness up? I'm not used to using. You turn that
Wow, y'all.
So there's the rock. We should be near them.
Let me move this comment. We can see everything.
If we would have gotten the damn water, we would have. They're black and they have a white stripe and there's a tag to them.
I was hoping it was from far off of that picture so I could just hold on.
See the rocks? Thank you.
Oh, really?
off the dry cleaner.
Which
Well,
one is Grandma
I was
Robin?
going to teach him to dog paddle.
Which one is Grandma Robin? Of course, you didn't get the location for the case. I understand that, Majestic. Can you tell me who is Grandma Chris family, Katie family, Seth family? Oh, wow. Oh, God.
There's a dead fish. Yeah, there's a dead fish. I don't think it went past that fish. I think we're close.
Oh, wow. Self
I
mom?
know we're close.
See, that's why I can't, you know.
Yeah, y'all don't time them out unless they're actually being smart buds.
If this, and I've been out there,
seen a tag,
been followed probably by traffickers that was trying to traffic me because I'm out here and they know people out here was searching.
There was a cement spot. I remember a damn cement spot. Hold on. I remember a cement. They were. I don't think. I don't think we were this far. I don't think we were this far. Yeah.
So Seth mama called the police.
I think I walked off down that way.
This person that's searching right now. Seth mama.
It looked like this. There's gonna be like a rock like that and then pebbles. Yeah, because they're not in.
I need my coffee. This watered down coffee not doing it.
That's them. And like I said, could they be something? I don't know. It might not be his. But you know what? They resembled the pants that he was like.
Y'all trying to
makes any
tell
sense.
me.
And that kid's been missing for 65 days and we've been searching. I mean, does it look like that to you?
Yo. Oh.
Black pants with a white stripe.
They look like black pants.
Okay.
See if they're kids' pants or what. They look kind of small.
Okay.
Thank you, because they look small.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you. So when Terry found them, she went through the water, but she walked them around. Wow, y'all, this is. I don't want to speed up too fast so we can understand what they're saying when they actually do talk.
It's not every day you come across pants that resemble.
Yeah.
That.
No, she right about that. She definitely right about that. It's okay, brown eye girl. You don't have to apologize. We understand you.
Off out there, but down here it sucks. So.
We're gonna have the dance.
Yeah, I sprayed myself. Thank God.
I had spray in my old car and I jumped and
Sorry.
Girl, I don't care.
Well, and I've already picked 7 off of me. I've already been picking 2.
Y'all heard the supervisor. She's like, girl, I don't care. You can tell she a country girl. She's like, girl, I don't care. I'm good.
But they look like kids.
All the men up at top.
Yeah,
I got the women down here getting the
No, that's
pennies.
the last thing.
I don't really want to be, but I was like, I told him I wasn't not leaving, and I'm in it. Not leaving. Yeah. And I was like, no,
I don't blame you, girl. I'm glad you did not leave. I'm glad you didn't.
Well, listen, I would hope to God if it were my kid that, you know what, somebody would do it for mine.
We're understanding over here, brown eyed girl. We understand we'll make mistakes, and you apologize if you understood. You realize that you we're talking about something different, we good over here.
Kids have been, there's
We don't do that over here.
Well, it was like real big news because apparently when
We are positivity over here, loving, encouraging, empowering, growth.
Where do we come across that? Let's see.
Right, didn't want that creases run. That's what the dry cleaners is for. That's what the iron is for.
Yeah.
They going through the water. I hear water.
What to have you?
I got you.
They got a little slickery.
I know. I told you. Come on. Go down together.
No.
Wow, y'all.
Yes, you will. It's natural.
They went through the water. I'm about to have my Bible lesson at 11:30. Y'all gonna join me? I'm gonna go live on Vertical.
That feels good.
Because this is what I wanted to show on here. I don't want this live to be too long.
I appreciate you.
I can do multiple shorter lives.
I need to grab
Hold a minute. My information.
Well, you trying to tell me Terry offered to pay for dry cleaning? I'm telling y'all, but they want us to put all our faith in law enforcement to find our loved ones, or to, when they didn't even want to crease their pants. Not, oh, it's too steep, I may fall, and break some bones because, we may need some ropes, to climb that, that type of stuff. You didn't want to crease your pants. That's crazy.
Hey, that's a husky.
They on mute right now.
Takes a woman sometimes to do it. Just saying, no, not being rude, but thank you for doing
It
that.
takes a woman
Hey,
sometimes to do it.
I offered.
Let's see.
Bless their hearts for going the extra mile.
We're done.
That's the dog that sniffed him there. Right, Lovelace.
This right here is a true testament of going the extra mile, even with somebody you don't know.
Thank you. I
Just having
appreciate that.
a
Thank
good
you.
heart.
Thank you.
I paused it.
You were breaking up, Mom Boss. What you say, honey?
I paused it so you can finish what you were saying, so you can say what you were saying.
Oh, thank you. I was just saying this is this right here is just a true testament of people, that are willing to go the extra mile, even with someone that they don't know, in their own lives. They're willing at times. There are people out there at times that will, go that extra mile just to, kind of help out and, do what they can, to give back. Kind of like what you do, in my opinion, Mom Boss. You definitely go the extra mile to help in different situations, whether it's online or offline. And that's one of the things, that I really appreciate about you. It's not often that people give you those kudos or flowers, if you will, right? So while I'm up here, I just wanted to make sure that I did that, because going the extra mile is something that you don't have to do, right? But you do that. And it's not as talked about or recognized or appreciated, in my opinion, like it should be. So shout out to you going that extra mile, and being kind to people even when they are not kind to you. Shout out to you.
Thank you for that. And we need more people like you, and that's why I appreciate you, because you're kind, and you tell people to keep winning, through whatever trials and tribulations they may be facing, just to keep pushing. And it's people try to use it for bad, but it's actually for good, like, because people can actually be going through things. We all go through things. So pushing someone to keep pushing, keep winning, in your words. You know, some people need to hear that. And so I'm glad that you tell us to keep winning. Let's see. Oh, wow. So she said he was scared. So Terry wouldn't move until the supervisor came. So she stood right there in the water for 2 hours, because you saw they walked back through the water to get out, because it was easier to get to the pants. But she took them around. Oh, wow. Yeah, God sees what's done in the dark. He sure does. Wow. Ooh, my Bible lesson gonna be amazing today. I'm gonna say a prayer for Sebastian and all the other missing people in the world. And I even say prayers for people that don't like me, because maybe one day they can be saved, you know.
Told you I wasn't leaving the damn thing. Yeah. You thought I was bullshit? I was not. I was. The whole thing was they didn't want to look bad. I'm sure. No. Damn right. Stop. In the water now and let you up. Did he say that? Well, good. The girls. Well, thank you. I mean, listen. Yeah, he didn't. Well, I know. Listen. I've never seen somebody say they won't get in the damn water, and I offered. I don't have to. I don't even know how much it costs. What? He said that? Crease? Where's he at? Fuck it. Did he say that? What? I don't give a fuck. He's gonna get written up. Fuck his. That girl was the supervisor. That lady was the supervisor. I'm gonna be nice.
He gonna get rolled up, y'all.
She said, "I don't give a fuck."
There's no.
Gonna get in trouble.
That could have been anything. Sorry, y'all. Pissed me off.
Him gonna get in trouble.
I'm glad y'all witnessed that.
I'm glad I got to show this video. Shout out to Terry Lynn. And y'all go follow Terry Lynn. You know, you gotta make sure you spell people's names right.
Takes a lot.
I don't know how much more she gonna.
Isn't that right, buddy? Takes a lot to piss me off, don't it? Yep.
I don't want to call her lies, but I want to see like when she made it to the car what she's saying. So let's see. Let's see. She in the car now.
I'm not stupid. I was not going across.
Hold up. I ain't gonna have time to finish it.
Well, she was a lieutenant. She came. She jumped right in the water. She came over, and I showed her where they were.
Hey, thank you. She's just telling what. Okay.
Was what on camera?
So I won't watch all that.
Let's see. Yes. Yes, she did. To me, they did. They were in dirt.
Wow.
I didn't touch the pants.
Good. Let me see how many views this video got. Wait a minute.
Did he give me any shit for?
Okay, so this was just her basically explaining. So if you guys want to check out the rest of that, go to Terry Lynn's and watch the full video. You know, I don't want to show y'all her full video, but shout out to Terry. This video has 32,000 views. So shout out to Terry. And I'm, you know, hoping they are checking the pants out. And I don't know. I want him to be alive, of course, I do. But the way things been going, then all of a sudden this picture shows, it's like, I don't know. I can only imagine being the caring parent of a missing child. I want to say that.
Yeah, and that's where our faith comes in, right? As you get ready to, you know, end your life and go to your other your Bible study, right? That's where extra faith comes in, and that's where we put it at. When we're confused or we're torn, or, what I'm saying, we just don't understand something, you know what I mean? Or even if fear sets in my opinion, that's where we turn to our extra faith, and we pray about those things and we meditate on those things so we can possibly get some extra clarity, but also to help our hearts and our minds be clear, as best they can through any situation. So cheer up, Buttercup.
Right.
That smile. Cheer up, Buttercup. There you go. Yeah, because you did awesome. This was an awesome live. And it, like I said before, and I'll say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it, right? It's a true testament to you willing to go over and above, to bring different content to this particular section of YouTube, to get whatever extra messages that might be needed out there. Because I wouldn't have known about Sebastian if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? So each one can help one learn about something, and try to help the best way we can. And then you offer your panel for suggestions and comments, and or feedback and things like that. And that's also a helpful thing too.
Right. Because I don't want, my opinion the only one. I know you came here to see me, but if you want to give your opinion, I want to allow you, the opportunity, to do that. And do we have to agree? No, we don't. But we are all adults, and we should be able to agree to disagree and just move on.
Mm-hmm. And have a civilized dialogue, and shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat that came through, that hit the like button, any new subscribers. I really appreciate you. I want to speak for Mom Boss and say that she really appreciates you guys as well, all the support. And, as you guys comment in the chat, it helps um, for Mom Boss to give, feedback or to answer any questions that any of you all may have. So shout out to the chat as well. You guys are awesome.
Yes, you guys rock. And right, Majestic Peacock Vibes. I just want all the right information. I don't like people making up lies and spinning that, or just let's put the right information out there. So if he, so he can be brought home safely, if he is, still with us, or if he's not, he still can be found to give the family, a peace of mind, whatever parts of the family are worried. I don't know. I can't say or not. If his mom is not worried, I don't know for sure if she's been out searching. Have I seen her? No. But does that mean she hasn't been searching? I don't know. God is the judge of that. I'll just continue to pray for people, and hopefully they pray to God and ask for forgiveness for their sins and repent and begin to spread peace and love. That's what God is, love. That's what he wants us to spread. God is not hate. He is not none of this. God is love. So remember that. What's your thought on KP Majestic before we get up out of here? Right. We don't need no secondhand information or gossip. So, that's why I'm trying to compare the pictures, the Thea Vista, the sister, and I'm glad that Lady Vanessa came forward to say that was her with Seth. No, she didn't have on a pink shirt. She had on the gray one. She showed her glasses. She showed both her earlobes, but she said that was not her with Sebastian. Seth came out and said he thought the picture was Sebastian, but he don't know anyone else in the picture. So we're clearing that up. He didn't say he knew the lady in the picture was Sebastian. He knew the lady Vanessa that was in the picture with him while they were searching. And what else? Chris Proudfoot's cousin allegedly called in on Trev TV. I showed it the other day, and he came up and said some stuff that I don't know if it was Chris' cousin or not, but the stuff that he said, if it is Chris' cousin, Chris would know. You know, he just was like when we were young. He was just like, he's been weird. Him, Katie. You know, he's like, I haven't talked to him in over 8 years. He actually said Chris used to kill unalive animals when they were young. So I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know. And he said that one time Chris unalived a mouse and pooped on it and carried it around on a stick and smelled it.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I want y'all to, like, I don't want to be saying this myself. I want y'all to hear for yourself. So on my next live, I played it on my live yesterday, but you know, I was vertical. And we were watching Trail TV, and the cousin came up there. It was the first caller. Wait a minute, she ain't rang the doorbell yet. Oh, she's here. So I gotta go.
Look at God.
So okay, I'm about to have my Bible lesson. Y'all enjoy your day. And I may come live on the Bible lesson, or I may not, depends, because she said she has some exciting news to tell me. So I'm excited to hear what it is, and I could tell you guys all about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom Boss, for having me. I appreciate you as always, sweetheart. Have a great Bible study. And yeah, come back with some good extra words for us. You know, we could always.
I will.
Yeah. All right. See you,
I
dear.
will. I'm probably, if I go live, it'll be on vertical. So, you know, y'all just gonna have to type in my name because, you know, they don't let your vertical, your horizontal people know where your vertical, you know. So, but I may. My Bible lesson is right here. So I'm gonna come live with you guys. So join in. But let me get off of here.
See ya.
Bye. Goodbye.